always the light-skinned girls who think they just so pretty, and just because they born light-skinned that they just all that. That they can come on people's shit talking shit. Oh, because you think you're pretty. I'm gonna tell you something. One, I look better than you. I look better than you, so you can get off my shit. That's one. And then two, why are you on my stuff if you don't like me? Why? Oh, it's giving obsessed. It's giving obsessed, light skin, red bone. Yeah, get your funny looking ass up out of here. I don't play with these hoes. It's mostly a lot of light skinned women who come bothering me. Yeah, I said what I said. They be hating on everything. Oh, she just thinks she's so pretty, but she got a strong jawline. Baby, you see this face. What the hell wrong with you? I'm our ancestors' dream, girls. You fucking crazy? Stop playing with me. I'm light skinned. I love you. Oh, I love you too. You all right. You good. I don't even mean to come at all light skinned girls for real, but usually they're the ones that be inboxing me or who be commenting me talking stuff. And I don't really be liking it because I know for sure it ain't about light skin, dark skin, white, black, Mexican, Puerto Rican. I'll whoop a girl ass. I already know that. So it'd be like when they be talking crazy to me, I'd be like, man, I ain't really the one to be playing with. Who is this girl? Another fucking light skin. Another light skin. Your haters really got under your skin. How my haters got under my skin when I'm on here celebrating me not being guilty for smoking weed? Saray _Summers, you blocked. You is dumb as hell. You blocked, man. And then once again, proof of my point. Another light-skinned girl. If you're a light-skinned girl and you love me, I love you too. But I am telling you, some of these light-skinned girls be having like self-esteem problems. And the fact that my self-esteem is up here and theirs is down here, they come fucking with me.
Ah, shit. Get your tea and your popcorn because we have hit yet another psychological jackpot. That's right, this Michigan hood booger and side chick to Papoose, Claressa Shields, is coming for light-skinned women. Apparently she is going to beat our asses, and she also used the phrase always. Okay, so step one, if you're trying to debate or prove a point, you never want to use universal terms like always and never, because that can easily be debunked. So saying things like, oh, it's always the light-skinned women, it's always a light-skinned person hating on my Instagram page and I look better than you. First of all, that's an idiotic talking point. Secondly, Claressa Shields said that she looks better than light-skinned women. So I would love to know, Claressa, what is it about you that looks better than light-skinned women? Eyes, nose, lips, skin tone, hair texture? What is it? I find it interesting how we as light-skinned women, we're not allowed to say that we look better than anyone else. But then when the tables are turned, you got this woman saying she looks better than light-skinned women. And also another thing I want to point out too is she seemed to be talking to people in her comment section, like on her live stream, people were talking shit. But what she doesn't realize is that a lot of unambiguous dark-skinned women hide behind light-skinned filters and profile pictures. They will lighten their photos into oblivion. They'll wear concealer and foundation shades 5 to 10 shades lighter. So I find it interesting that she's seeing random photos in her comment section and automatically assuming that they're actually light-skinned women. I'm in the middle of editing right now, so I had to pause it right here, but you know, the same argument that they like to give us Exoticals, like, oh, you're not even light-skinned. Oh, well, you guys are bleachers. Why didn't Claressa give that same energy on her IG Live? Why didn't she say, oh, these are not light-skinned women. These are actually unambiguous dark-skinned black women who simply bleached. Or, you know, these are quote-unquote brown-skinned women. Where was that energy? Where was the analytical skill there? Why is it that all of a sudden, if they're doing something negative, then, oh, they're light-skinned? Do you see how they automatically want to make us the villain and the scapegoat and the face of being a colorist, texturist, or featurist? Because, I mean, light-skinned women are really the norm in 2025. Just look at any dark-skinned, unambiguous black woman's dating profile. Look at her social media apps. The majority of her pictures will be as light as possible. So Claressa doesn't actually even know if these are light-skinned women saying this stuff. She doesn't know if these are actual light-skinned colorists that are saying this stuff about her. And also she got mad because somebody was like, you're letting the haters get to you. Okay, somebody commenting and saying that you're letting the haters get to you, that's not colorism. That's just a person leaving a negative comment. Just because somebody leaves a negative comment on a celebrity's page, it doesn't mean that it's an ism. So do you see how they're constantly hiding behind isms so they really can just bully people. And you've got this woman who's a professional boxer coming online, basically throwing her weight around, talking about how she will beat light-skinned women's asses. So I have a question. Is this what being a feminine leveled up blueprint looks like? Is this what being a classy Nubian queen looks like? But this is the same woman who was seen publicly claiming papoose, who was still married to another unambiguous dark skinned black woman. Oh, and that's another thing. A lot of people with Clarissa's inferiority complex, they will hide behind isms and try to pretend like they're pro black by calling you a colorist. Meanwhile, Claressa, she is not pro-black. She does not support unambiguous black women because she was actively being a side chick to a black woman's husband. In fact, she came on to Twitter promoting this guy and saying that she loves him and she wants him all to herself.
Yeah, that's why I said I love him. I love having his support. You know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. We deserve each other. But I don't know, it's kind of one of those things. I was like, I want to keep him all to myself. I don't mind people knowing that we're together and stuff, but I wanted to just, enjoy us together without the eyes of other people having to judge,
She was talking about this struggle rapper, Papoose, and she's literally admitting that this guy is still with Remy Ma, yet she doesn't care. She wants to come online and claim him. So have you noticed how male-centered the women are who are talking the most about colorism? Usually it's the most male-centered, especially black male-centered women who complain about colorism. They randomly call people colorist while simultaneously having no proof that that person is colorist. They just see random profile pictures on their comments section, and then they say, well, you're colorist, and you're colorist, and you're colorist. Everybody's a colorist. And the only reason that I even heard of Claressa was when she was talking shit about her codependent, narcissistic family members. That was actually how I first heard of her, because I don't watch boxing. I'm just not a really big fan of that sport. I don't really keep up with sports. So the only way I heard of her was by her talking crap about her toxic family. And then I see that she was in the media because she was a side chick and she was fighting with another unambiguous black woman over this guy, Papoose. And now this is my third time seeing her in the media. And I'm seeing her because she's talking shit about light-skinned women. And it's like, okay, which one is it? Are you a boxer or a crybaby? Because I can't tell. Because every time I come across you in the media, it's always you complaining. That's literally your public image. So her complaining is literally getting more headlines than her actually being a champion at boxing. And so out of curiosity, I decided to go over to her Instagram and notice how you see her wearing these highlighted 613 wigs. You see her taking pictures and kikiing with light-skinned women on her Instagram. And you see her hanging out with a lot of unambiguous black men. So it's giving black male-centered vibes already, just off of first impressions. You see her here with a type 3 silky hairstyle, once again. So it's very clear that Exoticals are this woman's beauty standard. Remember, we talked about the psychology behind this. However you dress when you're trying to impress people or when you're trying to access pretty privilege or, whatever you look like when you look your best, that is your beauty standard. So this is her beauty standard. It's wavy curly hair. It's 613 wigs. And she literally is known for beating women's asses. And I find it interesting that she cares so much about colorism, but she doesn't seem to want to end texturism because I don't see her rocking Afrocentric hairstyles. You know how people try to make fun of Exoticals? They'll be like, oh, this person's wearing a wig. She's wearing a weave. She's just trying to look more ambiguous. Well, can't I make the same argument about Claressa Shields?
I know you nervous, baby. But now you with a boss, bitch. She's the worker, baby.
Brokey.
And I deserve it, baby. Ain't nobody give me shit. I had to earn it, baby.
So I find it interesting that she's trying to launch her rap career with a beat by Lotto, who is a light-skinned woman, while simultaneously talking shit about light-skinned women. Imagine talking shit about the same women whose coattails you want to ride. So she said she's going to beat light-skinned women's asses, but she wants to use Lotto's beat so she can get attention when it comes to her rapping. I also want to point out the fact that Claressa Shields has admitted in her own interviews that she is very much living a Barbara the Builder type of lifestyle. She has talked about how she has literally been the protector and provider, not just for herself, but she said that her own relationship with her sister went sour and that her friends and family members turned on her because she wouldn't give them even more money. She said that she was purchasing cars and houses for her mom, for her sister. She said that she let her sister's children live with her. So this woman, Claressa, has been living a very hard life. So you would expect someone on Claressa's level, especially with that amount of money, you would expect her to be living the soft life, right? So isn't it interesting how just a couple of weeks ago in the media, Claressa was talking about how hard she has it and how much it sucks to be her and how much being wealthy sucks because her family is now depending on her and, she's basically acting as a surrogate mother for her nieces and nephews. She talked about how her own family is dysfunctional. So Claressa Shields comes from an extremely dysfunctional black family. Yet I'm supposed to believe that suddenly she's so mentally healthy and leveled up and she just has high self-esteem and that light-skinned women randomly have low self-esteem and are just attacking her due to colorism? And that it has nothing to do with her terrible personality. And I find it interesting that Claressa Shields was so upset talking about her entitled family members. Meanwhile, Claressa feels entitled for you to think she's pretty. So if you don't think Claressa Shields is pretty, you're a colorist. If you don't support Claressa Shields' boxing career, you are a colorist, according to her own talking points. So it's ironic how she talks about how entitled her family members are, but it looks like that generational curse passed on to her as well, because here she is going on a rant and crashing out on social media because light-skinned women won't support her. And isn't it interesting, if you don't like light-skinned women or if you look better than them or whatever, why don't you go to your fellow unambiguous black women and have them support your career? Why are light-skinned women randomly required to support you, Claressa Shields? Why are we randomly required to tell you how pretty you are or to pedestalize your beauty? And then if we don't do it, we're colorists. So do you see that mindset of you need to think I'm pretty in order to prove that you're not colorist? Oh, I don't like you, but at the same time, I'm still desperate for your acceptance. This is all a temper tantrum that Claressa is throwing because she's not getting the acceptance she wants from light-skinned women. She's saying, hey, light-skinned women, you're not following my Instagram. Light-skinned women, you're not supporting my Instagram. Light-skinned women, you're not supporting my career. Light-skinned women, you don't think I'm pretty. Light-skinned women, you said I had a strong jawline. Light-skinned women, why aren't you noticing me? Why aren't you noticing how great I am, light-skinned women? Why aren't you supporting me, light-skinned women? Well, you know what? You're just a colorist then. You're a colorist because you're not giving me attention. How dare you ignore me, you light-skinned women? I'm so mad that I'm going to go online and forget my entire gold medals and all the stuff I've got going for me. Oh no, forget that. Forget the busy schedule I probably have as a celebrity. Nope, it's more important for me to go online and throw a tantrum so I can get the attention of light-skinned women. But what do you ladies think? Let me know in the comment section and I'll talk to you next time. Stay pretty, ladies.